Nothing to see here, no issues, move on. This message is not me trying to get out of this presentation. Rather, it's our society's mentality when considering city planning for people with disabilities. This hiding away mentality is how people with disabilities were treated in the last century when society promoted institutionalization. Ugly laws made it illegal for people with disabilities to be in public or on the sidewalk, and many were put in institutions, including in Chicago. This spatial removal forced segregation and increased stigma. Now, in the 21st century, the nothing to see here message is also how many communities in the US deal with the accessibility of their built infrastructure, including with inaccessible sidewalks that limit how people with disabilities move around in city and participate in society. However, like the deinstitutionalization movement of the last century, disability advocates have now brought the accessibility of cities out in the open as a topic that needs to be seen and addressed. In this map, our research at the Great Lakes ADA Center shows how the large number of lawsuits focusing on the inaccessibility of pedestrian infrastructure in cities, as people with disabilities, frustrated by the hiding approach, use the tools they have under the Americans with Disabilities Act. Our research has also sought to understand the scale of the pedestrian infrastructure problem facing cities. In our study of a nationally representative sample of communities, we showed that only 13% had a plan for removing accessibility barriers, and that on average, 65% of curb ramps and 48% of sidewalks had accessibility barriers. This is a lot of infrastructure. Since 2022, we have been working to equip cities to successfully address their infrastructure problem through an open, transparent platform rather than trying to hide these problems in the broom closet. We have partnerships in over 44 cities and 5 continents. We partnered with the University of Washington to develop crowd and AI tools to map, analyze, and visualize sidewalk accessibility for cities and disability advocates as part of a Smart and Connected Communities NSF grant. Locally, we've had some excellent success. In Ward 40, a northern Chicago neighborhood, residents mapped the whole ward, and the data was used to prioritize sidewalk improvements for the alderman's $1.5 million infrastructure fund, using a more holistic and equitable geographic pattern of severe problems labeled on our platform, the red symbols, than the patterns of resident complaints, the blue symbols. Lastly, we developed a service learning curriculum that has been used in schools and after-school programs to engage students in learning about disability, urban design, and data science. For example, students in Mendota, Illinois mapped the whole city, conducted advocacy projects, which you can see in the slide here, and the data was then used to receive a $3.6 million infrastructure grant. So wherever you live, city, suburb, or small town, see what your city, town, village is doing regarding sidewalk accessibility. Make sure they are not trying to hide this issue, and see if Project Sidewalk can help spark a new direction.